welcome to Getaway Fiji. We are now at our next destination, Matanivusi Beach Eco Resort, exclusively famous for its amazing waves and environmentally friendly surroundings. Hello again, Donna and Brian. So nice to finally meet you. Let me just say that this place is absolutely beautiful. We came here yesterday and I was just blown away by the amount of beauty, and it was very unique being here, not like the other resorts that we've been to. So yeah, it was a very beautiful place.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks. We've tried to maintain that when we started our resort from the very beginning.
No worries. So tell me more about this place. Tell me how you first came here, why you fell in love with it, what made you want to come here and start this resort?
Actually, we'd never seen the land before we even were told that we were able to lease it. We used to surf out the front, and Brian and I would look at the white sandy beaches all the time and just go, oh man, we're going to live there one day. Look, it's beautiful. And that was in 1996, and we kept looking, and then in 2000 the villagers wanted to meet with us, so we went down, chatted to them, over the carpet bowl, said, oh, nice white sandy beach, and 2 days later they came back and said, yeah, okay, you can lease it. And we just, so it was amazing. So Brian was busy, he was hitchhiking to go to Suva to go to work. And Maury and I came down and had a look at the land, and like you, we were totally blown away. It was overgrown, but the trees, the beach, just everything was so far past what we had even imagined. And we drove back, Brian's still on the side of the road hitching the surf, and we said, we've got the land.
I was supposed to go to work and wondering where Donna was. She comes back about 2 hours later saying, we've got it, and I'm just going, oh, what do you got? What do you got? That land. What? You know, we said at the village meeting the other day, we'd like the good place for a surf resort. They said we can have it. And Donna said she'd just been down there, so we came straight back down with me.
The other thing, the biggest achievement that we are proud of is that we have been the first resort in the world to be certified as a sustainable surf tourist resort.
Wow.
And so that was a massive achievement for us. It's not just an award that you get for just saying you're an eco resort. We had to go through 135 criteria, and each of those criteria had about another 4 or 5 sub criteria. And it's through it was a university in America, and so it took us quite a while, but we were the first in the world, and now there are quite a few more, but it was a major achievement for us.
That must have been really big for both of you.
Oh, it is. Yeah. And it just helps. There's so many people who want to go to a resort and that is sustainable, because it's something that people are passionate about now. We're fortunate we've got the sustainability side. We also incorporate a lifestyle. We've incorporated the yoga centre. So people do come here for surf. I'll let Brian tell you about the surfing, because it's amazing. And it's not as well known as other places in Fiji, but it's just as good. So we can cater to the surfers, but also we've got the wives, the children, non-surfers, honeymooners, weddings. We've got everything that we can do here. So Brian can tell you all about the surfing.
Well, the name for the resort speaks for itself. It's Matanivusi Surf. So tell me more about the surfing and the attraction that it has got over the years.
Well, that's the main reason that we came to Fiji, for the surf, to escape from Australia where the crowds were getting worse and worse. So I've been here 20 years surfing in this area. The resort's only 8 years old, so it still is not much different to 20 years ago. It's still nice and quiet, and there's 8 surf breaks in the vicinity of the resort here, and they are world-class frigates, which is 45 minutes offshore, and spectacular waves out there, comparable to Cloudbreak.
All right.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
just off the
amazing.
reefs outside our lagoon, we've got some fantastic breaks there too.
We
So-
actually, even with the surfing, we had Baz Luhrmann, who
Alright.
is a director. He was over here and he produced the latest Chanel No. 5 ad. So
Chanel.
he did that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
so-
featured surfing in it.
And that
Wow.
was, and it was the surfing, that was the main, the theme of it, through surfing. And so that's why they came here and used the breaks around here and frigates. So that was pretty amazing too.
Yeah.
So I heard that you also have this surfing school that you offer for kids.
Yeah. The kids around here haven't had the opportunity before to learn to surf, so with the guys now, our boatmen and surf guides who are from the village, I'm encouraging them to bring the younger kids out because water safety is pretty important in Fiji. There's a lot of drownings unnecessary. So it's back to that basics, teaching them respect for the water and awareness of the water. So they're keen to come out and we're teaching them surfing as well as swimming and paddling and respect for the water. So hopefully we can get some kids from the village and they'll go back and teach their mates, sort of, because it's a problem, the water safety in Fiji a lot.
And while they're here also, they do some part sustainability. So they might, we've got a mangrove gardens that
Plantation.
we've started. So
Seedlings.
they had to plant those. They have to water them and look after them. They clean the
We
beach.
do beach cleanups,
Yep.
just go walk along, pick up all the plastic bottles and trash. And
They pound
take-
everything for recycling.
So they help keep
So
this.
they do.
Yeah.
They do some. They learn something about sustainability every time they come, and they go surfing as well.
Yeah, we're trying to get another educational
Yes.
aspect of it so that they can take it back to the village and teach the other kids, respect the
And
environment.
their parents.
Yes, yeah.
Because I'm not really sure that the schools really teach sustainability and ecotourism.
Yeah, well,
So it's
that's-
really good that you're offering this to them.
And now we've got the certification too. We'd like to incorporate school groups from the local area coming here and having a look at us, because rainwater harvesting for our water, the biolytics wastewater treatment plant,
Solar.
the solar energy we've got running the resort now. The whole resort's run on solar, and just the passive solar design of the resort with the large amounts of louvers and high roofs, and just nestled in amongst the trees here, so we don't need air conditioning.
Well, guys, it's been interesting knowing more about your resort. Let's toast.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Matanivusi.
Cheers.
What Matanivusi lacks for in size, it more than makes up for its assortment of adventurous activities, which includes surfing, kayaking, stand-up paddling, and even has a sustainability eco tour.
We have our mangrove nursery, just a little one, which we had started in conjunction with the Vunanu Surf Club, which is basically little kids from the ages of 9 to 12 that come every Saturday to learn about surfing. And not only that, we also get to teach them, things like recycling. Basically, an initiative was also this mangrove planting. Now, because we're too far away, and it's also a cheaper way of getting water, we have rain catchment water systems. Basically, that's what runs the whole resort. We run it on rainwater, and for drinking water, now this is the water filtration system. Basically, it just filters out the bigger particles that, and then this one here is what chemically treats the water. Basically, this is the UV treatment system, which is ideal for us because we run, a solar electricity thing going on. So yeah, that treats the water, and this is basically the supply to the main building, which makes rainwater safe for drinking. Okay, now here at the resort we get to separate our rubbish as well. Over here we have the recycling section. Aluminium cans, PET bottles and other plastic bottles, basically whatever we can recycle, we place in here. Kitchen waste and all of that is also sorted from the source. We have rubbish going to the compost and those that are going to chicken and pig feed as well. And then we have basically rubbish that we can't recycle, and that we take to the rubbish dump. And for rubbish, we also weigh whatever we take to the dump. And then we're always looking at, initiatives or ways to cut down rubbish that's taken to the dump. All right, right now we're at New Village, basically having our kindergarten visit. This kindergarten was built, I think, in the 80s, and it's always been, the resort has always been helping with the kindergarten, doing renovations and stuff like that. So what we normally do is that we encourage guests to come and visit the local kindergarten, just having a look at how the children here in the village are educated and stuff like that. And we've been lucky to have guests donate books, and they've even donated stuff. Okay, so we just finished from the kindergarten. Now we're on our way up to Sevu Waterfall. It's another activity that we offer for our guests at the resort.
Gula, my name is Manasa. I'm working at Matanivusi Surf Resort, and I'm a surf guide and also surf instructor of the resort. And this is one of my local breaks. Straight over there you can see a couple guests been surfing out there. It's our guests from the resort. We bring them here. So in this break, we normally bring new surfer turn up to Fiji, even at our resort. So when they say this is the first time for me to be in Fiji and I haven't tried the reef break, I just surf with a beach break for such a long time, and I say okay. From there, then we get the experience of surfing, then we bring them out here, then we explain this break. And this break is normally 2 cups small, right on the spot, like 2 to 1 or 3 foot. And it's gonna hold you, push you the white wash, come to the end section, there's a big. So we bring them out here, have confidence first here, and then before they head up to other local breaks. Because the other local breaks, they hardly to be getting down to the level of 2 to 3 foot, unless the swells drops. But the safe breaks for me to bring the new guests to turn up to Fiji, mostly this break.
Cool. My name is Marika. Apart from surfing, we do paddleboarding and kayaking as well. As you can see, we are here at the Porvisilo Creek. On my right, as you can see, there's a lot of mangroves. But yeah, along the way, usually bring guests in and take them out to paddle right up to the village and back. And at the back here, as you can see, there's a small island there. We usually take them around for a tour and then take them back to the resort.
Welcome back to another cooking segment supported by Fiji guest Strong Laszlo.
Well, to eat,
Yes?
we have we grown our own passion fruits and purpose for the salsa. So I'm going making a salsa for the fruits that we have grown in Matanivusi.
Oh, okay.
So all your ingredients are grown here?
Yeah, I have make our own sweet chilies, and we have passion fruit and pawpaw and tomato. It's all grown, and we have a fresh coriander which is also grown in our
Wow.
Can we pass me a lamp, please?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So Bruce,
Yeah.
is this your own recipe or?
It is. I have ingredients of making baked potatoes there, so I use the local what we have in Matanivusi, the ingredients what we have in here. So I mostly use what we grown pawpaw, and we have a passion fruit in here, and sometimes we grow tomatoes. So we also are gonna use the local one, what we never buy in the market. We just have it grown here. So I just create a menu so that I could use
The
the
ingredients.
ingredients what we have.
So basically whatever's in season.
Yeah, what we have in season. Yeah, sure. Can you pass me a water, please?
No worries. Here you go, Bruce.
Thank you.
How long does it take for you to cook this?
I think in 30 minutes, all I have to do is just cut the onions and tomatoes, and we have to squeeze the lemons.
All right.
So what she's doing now, and I have to grill to the tuna, and it's only take 20 minutes, mostly 5 minutes each side. So it won't have what we have tuna is that just seared, so that it won't have turn hard. So you have juicy the juiciness of the fish.
So what do you use as a marinade for the tuna?
The marination of the tuna, we have salt and pepper and lemon juice.
Okay, so how long do you leave that for before it's ready?
I think just only 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Can you probably have a juice inside there?
So Bruce, how long have you been a chef at Matanivusi?
I have worked in Matanivusi, I think 6 years, but I've become a chef I think 4 years now.
Okay. Do you enjoy your work?
Yeah, I did. That's why I stay in Matanivusi. I think I'll be dying here.
You must really love this place.
I do.
David,
I have to like to.
cut it nicely.
It's cutting.
One and put it in here, please.
Both?
Yeah. Here.
So what are you doing now?
I'm doing my salsa for passion fruit and pawpaw.
Okay. Salsa, passion fruit. Right? Chop up the pawpaws.
Chop up your pawpaws. You have passion fruit,
Yeah.
and you have to cut onion. Can you have an onion, please?
Okay.
No, the other one. No.
Oh, the brown one.
The brown. So that fish, that'll be the last thing that you're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will take 10 minutes. So just heat up the pan, and
So does it have to be really hot?
yeah. So I have to season for a while.
Alright.
And cut the onion into pieces, small cubes, and tomato for the sauce. Can I have one, please?
It's so good that all of your ingredients and all of the vegetables and the fruits, you grow them here at Matanivusi. That saves a lot of money. You don't have to go to the shop because we don't really have a supermarket nearby here. So that's really good.
It's good that what we grow in Matanivusi are the local food that mostly we do the local ingredients like ikabakalolo, and mostly because that's what the guests or Europeans, they would like to taste what we have in Fiji. So that's what we create a kokonda, ikabakalolo. So mostly like the most meat You want to eat this fish?
Just fish.
This fish.
It's delicious. All good?
Ini pasnya mas concentrate please.
Yes, sure. Once again, we'd like to thank Fiji guests for supporting this segment of the show. It allows us to really showcase, appreciate and showcase the talent that we have here in terms of cooking and their own recipe making and whatever they can produce in every resort. So, Vina Kavakale with Fiji guests. All good?
Good. Let's have this here too.
Can't wait to eat this.
You hungry?
Always
Ta-da!
hungry.
Wow, when did you do this?
Just now.
Well, that was pretty quick.
I did a little bit earlier, so
Alright. So this is your baked
baked potato.
Alright.
It had onion seasoning
Yes.
with tomato and onion, and a milk with a little cheese on top.
Yeah.
So
Baked potatoes.
I'm doing the plating now.
Alright.
So we can stop mixing?
Yeah.
How's your mix?
So our fish is done, and so we do the plating.
It's on your way. Oh, that looks delicious.
It's so colorful as well.
Have otter. One is too small. Now fish.
Amazing.
I think it's a big fish.
Very good.
Must have caught a big fish then. And then you have your
Sauce.
yes.
It's a popcorn with if you need spicy, you can make because we grown chilies, so you can put more chilies.
Alright.
So you just put on top fish.
Mabel. On that side.
Ta-da! That's what we have today.
Lovely.
Amazing. Look at it. Look at the detail and the texture.
It's too pretty to eat though.
Too pretty to eat. Bruce, this is amazing.
Well, this is Matanivusi. You can only find it here.
Good job. Thank you so much, Fiji guests, for supporting this segment of the show. Thank you to Bruce for joining us and for allowing us to taste this magnificent meal.
For cooking for us.
For cooking for us.
Yes.
Thank you, Bruce, for cooking.
Naka.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the show and the beautiful scenery here at Matanivusi Beach Eco Resort. We'll catch you from our next destination. Till then, happy getaway.